you do that.
Hey, Travis Colt.
Yes, Kevin Hawk.
What's the only thing that Brock Lesnar sells?
Merch?
Yup.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Got one right.
Now, was that a joke or a trivia question?
Yes.
Right.
Welcome to the Money in the Bank predictions episode.
Where Brock Lesnar has nothing to do with.
Yeah, exactly. This is very much in the same vein that Chavo Guerrero had nothing to do with SmackDown.
Yes.
But we're just, you know what, we're going to hop right into it.
Let's do it.
This is me. I'm Kevin Hawk, as you know, joined by my cohorts, Travis Colt, and replacing Thomas Wolfe on this episode, or filling in for Thomas Wolfe on this episode, is Kobold's Severed Head.
Thanks for being here, Kobold. Oh yeah, that's right. Severed Head doesn't talk.
Yeah. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. We know on the pre-show we're going to have Apollo Crews taking on Sheamus.
Yeah.
Sheamus.
Yeah.
Casper Milky Toast versus Flippy Chocolate Wonder.
Okay.
Who's your pick?
I'm going Apollo Crews.
And Thomas's pick?
He's going Apollo Crews.
I'm going Apollo Crews.
Hey,
Go
look
figure.
at that. I knew you'd go for Apollo Crews because you don't like Sheamus.
Yeah, I'm going for Apollo Crews because fuck Sheamus.
I'm going for Apollo Crews just because...
it's a new era.
Yeah, he's got to have, like, a win over more people than just Stardust and the Social Outcasts. And I think that just adds fuel for Sheamus to come back and do something else at Battleground.
Yeah, who's going to win over Bubba Ray Dudley?
That's true.
It's one of those high-touted victories.
Yeah.
Alright, so then we got another match that I'm predicting is going to be on the pre-show. And it's going to be the Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin.
I hope not, because they were the pre-show last month.
Well, you know, they Ryback Kalisto twice in the pre-show.
That's true.
Back-to-back it. One of them was Mania.
Yeah. That's true.
You know, I think it's a pre-show match. Just because I feel like they're doing this match just for filler.
There's a good chance that's happening.
Who's Thomas's pick?
He's going with Dolph Ziggler.
Aha. I'm going to go against my instincts and say Baron Corbin.
Alright.
I'm not the biggest Baron Corbin fan in the world, but I just feel like maybe this is going to be his next step up. And they're finally going to move him into potential territory for starting a feud with somebody else.
That's why I'm going with Baron Corbin, because this should have ended at Extreme Rules. It could have ended on the Raw the night after. Why it's still going, I don't know. But let's please let Baron Corbin do something else.
Yeah. And Ziggler.
And Ziggler. Let Ziggler keep doing commentary. He's cool. He's good at that.
Have him replace David Otunga.
Please. God, yeah, let's do Dolph Ziggler and Tom Phillips on main event.
Yeah. Now moving on to what I'm assuming is the main card, we're going to have a women's tag team match. The women's championship, the brand new women's championship with the whole revolution and whatnot, not even on the line this go around. Charlotte and Dana Brooke versus Becky Lynch and Natalya. 3 names versus 3 names.
Didn't even realize that.
I'm going to say that Becky Lynch and Natalya are going to win because I think Dana Brooke is going to screw it up.
Well, guess what? I think you, me, and Thomas are all going that same direction.
Wow.
Because
this is a very agreeable predictions video so far.
So far. My reasoning is Becky's going to get the pinfall over Charlotte, which automatically gives her a one-on-one title match at Battleground, probably. And so she's going to be the next challenger. It's going to cause more issues with Dana. This is a good way to kind of push Natty out of the storyline, maybe keep her in Becky's corner. But yeah, Becky's going to get the pinfall. She's going to be the next person to face Charlotte for the championship.
Remember when championships were regularly defended on Raw and SmackDown?
Yeah, I remember, and I miss those days.
Yeah. Moving on, speaking of championships, why not the Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way match? I don't know if this is going to be elimination or one fall to a finish. I'm assuming one fall to a finish.
Either or, I'm fine with it.
WWE doesn't like to do elimination matches very often. But we've got the Club, Anderson and Gallows. We've got the Vaudevillains, Simon Gotch and Aiden English. And we've got
two members of
Enzo and Cass all vying to try and take, I'm assuming Kofi and Big E will be defending the tag team championship.
Usually the
go-to team
contingent.
3 teams challenging, which is, it's an uncommon thing nowadays to have fatal 4-way matches.
Which is why I'm super excited. Plus, the 8-man tag that they did on Raw was so much fun that I already enjoy the chemistry all these teams have. So having all of them kind of be on their own is even more exciting.
All right, Travis, who's your pick?
I'm going with the Club.
Alrighty.
I think there's a good chance that this might help the evolution of the Club storyline, and I think despite how lackluster their particular win-loss record is on Raws and pay-per-views, I hope that WWE still realizes the potential that they have with Gallows and Anderson.
All right, Thomas.
Oh, I should probably read that. Oh, he's going with the Club also.
Interesting. I'm going to be the odd person out. I'm going to say the New Day will retain.
Really? You think they're going to keep it?
Yes. I think the New Day are going to hold out and break Paul London and Brian Kendrick's record.
Ooh, okay. That's
leading to Paul London and Brian Kendrick
not gonna
coming
happen.
back.
Not gonna fucking happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Brian Kendrick is already back. He's gonna be in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah. That's
what's gonna happen is you don't realize it, but you're gonna freak out when during the draft, Paul London and Brian Kendrick get drafted to the same show as the New Day.
I'll pop, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Because rumor has it WWE are reaching out to past talent to fill up the draft rather than pull people out of NXT now.
I hope that's a thing.
Hey, Hardcore Holly. I want him back in the draft. Especially now he's got a tattoo. He's joined the wrestling WWE. Everybody who wrestles has bad tattoo choices club.
Not everybody has bad tattoo choices. Anyway.
So, more title action as we have the United States Championship successfully defended by Rusev over the ugly barking guy.
Yes.
I mean, Titus O'Neil? Is that his name?
Titus is going to happen. And Rusev is going to stop Titus from happening.
Yeah. Are we all 3 Rusevs?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's just put a giant Rusev face with a smile.
Here's the Rusev Bulgarian flag.
Can we have a Thug Life Rusev face? Bring the little pixelated sunglasses down.
We'll try.
Okay. Yeah, because this shouldn't even be happening.
Don't get me wrong, I don't hate Titus O'Neil, but he is not a singles guy. He doesn't do enough to impress me to say, yeah, give that guy a title. And I didn't mind when him and Darren Young were tag team champions. That was fine. Because Darren Young was there. And filled the void of what Titus O'Neil doesn't do.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which is entertaining.
If this Bob Backlund thing doesn't work out, which it probably won't, because I don't know how many people watching nowadays even know who the fuck Bob Backlund is.
Have faith in Mr. Backlund.
I'm trying, but these vignettes aren't giving me any hope. Let's just put the primetime players back together and have them be in a tag team. Let's just do that.
Yeah, so, of course, like, throughout the history of the rundown videos, I've given Titus O'Neil his fair share of flack. More than most. But I want to say the number one reason why this bugs me right now is that WWE just brought him back off of a 60-day suspension.
And he's already in a title storyline.
And the first thing he does is comes back and gets into a title storyline.
Yep.
I could only imagine that, like, by now, had they not fired him, Adam Rose would be in the Money in the Bank or something. He'd be slated to win it.
Well, Social Outcasts would be in... They'd make it a tag team turmoil, because we'd have the Social Outcasts in here.
Because apparently, in order to get a push, you have to get suspended first. When Connor comes back, the Ascension are in line for a title run.
I'm okay with that.
Hallelujah.
That's the one suspension I'll be like, yeah, let's push these guys. Because Victor's been busting his ass.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, moving on.
We're talking about the three big matches.
Yeah, we're talking the keynote matches, the marquee matches on this one. I'm going to start with Cena Styles for the first time ever. They keep saying it's 10, 15, 20 years in the making. They can't make
15.
their mind up. They've been wrestling for a long time, and now they're going to wrestle each other.
Because they're both kind of old.
Yeah. Who's Thomas's pick on this one?
Thomas is going with AJ Styles.
What about you?
I'm going with John Cena.
I'm avoiding to answer because my eye itch is really bad.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I just gave you those answers real fast.
I am very, very much undecided on this one.
It's a hard decision, and I'll give you my reason as to why I'm going for Cena. Kind of hearkening back to the him versus The Rock thing, I automatically assumed that Cena would win. That'd be the end of it. They'd move on, but instead they did like the next thing. And I think in that same vein, yeah, AJ could win, and then that would be like, oh, well, John Cena is angry, blah, 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 let's do this thing. I think it's going to be the opposite, that Cena is going to catch AJ off guard. And then maybe, here's what I'm predicting / kind of hoping, because the rumor is, especially with his last match coming up, SummerSlam weekend, Finn should be coming up to the main roster fairly soon.
Ooh.
And I think it's pretty safe to say that he's going to be involved in the Bullet Club storyline somehow. So, here's the way I want it to go into my head. Or, that didn't come out right. Here's the way I want it to go in my head. Not necessarily what's going to translate onto screen, but here's what I have rumbling around in here. We have Cena win, and we have, Cena celebrating, maybe him, and maybe he, tries to extend a hand to AJ, and we get kind of a pseudo thing what happened when Gallows and Anderson came in, and we have someone attack John Cena. Maybe even this happens, like someone shows up during the match, Cena makes the comeback and wins. And he automatically assumes that maybe it was Anderson, because it's going to be a fairly small person that you can't. I'd want them to be in a hood or something, a ski mask or something. Attack John Cena, blah blah blah, and so John Cena will make claims that AJ tried to back out of the contract that he signed, and tried to get the club involved. And he'd be like, Anderson would be like, no, I wasn't out there, me and Gallows, and this is why I think Gallows and Anderson are going to win the tag titles, is that Gallows and Anderson are going to be obviously big players in this storyline. So eventually it's gonna be revealed that the person that has been helping AJ, even though AJ wants to do this on his own, has been Finn the whole time, and then maybe he takes the club away from AJ, whatever. But I think I want something like that to happen. But I think Cena's gonna win this first one because it makes more sense for AJ being the heel to want another shot at the babyface as opposed to Cena chasing the club.
I think Styles is gonna win.
All right.
I did a coin toss in my head. Sure, maybe something like that. I don't know. All right, how about the WWE World Heavyweight Championship?
All right.
The WrestleMania-worthy match that honestly probably should wait for WrestleMania or at least SummerSlam, kind of like Cena Styles. But it ain't gonna happen because WWE. Because like WWE's like, hey, eat all the food first. Or something. I don't know. What does that mean?
I don't know.
We need everybody to watch, so let's put all these awesome matches on our not important pay-per-views.
You know what this is? They're like, oh shit, why did we take Money in the Bank off of WrestleMania? Let's just make Money in the Bank WrestleMania 2.
Like WrestleMania 2.5.
Yeah.
SummerSlam's already WrestleMania 2.
That's true.
It
has travel packages.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got Roman Reigns, the current champion, defending against the champion who never lost,
Yes.
Seth Rollins.
Indeed.
Time reference?
Indeed.
Who's Thomas's pick?
He's going with Roman Reigns.
And you?
Seth Rollins.
Ooh. See how we were so in agreement in many of these matches at the early point in the show? Or at least two of us were in agreement, and it was like 2-2-1 kind of thing. That's the only way it can be if we're disagreeing.
Yeah.
But like we were very in sync at the beginning, and now as the more important matches go on, we're diversifying in opinions. I'm gonna say Roman Reigns simply because they want to wait till a bigger pay-per-view for him to drop the belt.
Now I don't necessarily think Rollins is gonna win the title. I think there's a good chance we could have some sort of shady end, possibly involving the person who wins Money in the Bank.
Which is a good segue into the Money in the Bank match.
Hey!
I'd save this one at the end because it's the name of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So why not?
It should actually be the main event.
It should be, but it's probably not going to be. It's probably going to be smack dab in the middle or, God forbid, open the show.
Oh, gross.
Because they've opened with Money in the Bank matches before.
Oh, gross. Don't do that. At least make it semi-main.
So we got 6 guys. Should have been 7. Was 7.
I like 6 better than 7.
When we got the original graphic.
Yeah. Listen, fuck that 7th guy.
I know, right?
I
want to know who it was supposed to be.
Neville.
He's been out too long. They wouldn't have had him planned in there this far in advance. So we got Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Cesaro, Chris Jericho, Dean Ambrose, and Alberto Del Rio.
The one guy I don't want to win. So guess who I'm not voting for?
Sheamus.
That also. Alberto Del Rio.
I'm going to go out and say that they're really pushing super hard to make everyone think Dean Ambrose is going to win Money in the Bank. So that's why I think Kevin Owens is going to win.
Okay.
If I had to pick a part 2, it'd be Cesaro. Like, Cesaro is who I want to win. Like, he's the person I actually want to succeed in getting the Money in the Bank briefcase. But I think Kevin Owens is going to be the one to win it.
See, for me, as far as like who I want to win, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Dean Ambrose, and Kevin Owens are all on that top level. If any of them win, I'll be super excited. If any of them win, I'm totally cool with it. If Jericho wins, awesome. Jericho finally won the match that he created fucking 12 years ago. That blows my mind that he's been in this match how many times and he's never won.
I think this is either his 5th or 6th.
6 I think is the number that I've been hearing. So if Jericho wins, awesome. Del Rio's the only one that I don't want to win because I don't give a shit about Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, the only reason why I am against Alberto Del Rio winning this is because he's already won once.
Yeah.
And I feel like...
Share the goddamn glory.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a waste of having this match to boost somebody's career if you have somebody win it more than once.
Yes.
Which is why I wasn't thrilled. Like, I enjoyed it because I liked CM Punk, but the second year in a row he won. And then also the fact that they gave Edge the Money in the Bank briefcase after Mr. Kennedy won.
Yeah.
Is that we already had two guys use the briefcase twice.
Yeah.
And we don't need it to happen again.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I'm anti-Del Rio winning. Because I actually like Alberto Del Rio. I think he's a vicious little Mexican chihuahua.
I don't hate Del Rio. I just don't like him. Yeah, I don't care.
He's got the best hair in the biz.
It doesn't move.
Exactly. It's like Jimmy Hart hair.
Yeah.
Who's Thomas's pick? I'm interested.
Can I just tell you both of ours? Because we're going with the same person.
Again?
Yeah.
Sure.
We're giving into the Dean Ambrose hype.
Alright.
I want this to happen because I think this is the most natural way to get the Shield triple threat. And why the fuck not?
Here's my theory on how the Shield triple threat's going to happen.
Okay.
I'm going back to what I was saying last year.
That it was going to happen at WrestleMania this year?
Yeah, it's going to happen at WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 33, it's happening.
And that's why it's 33, because it's going to be a triple threat match. Three. There's probably going to be 2 triple threat matches. One of them is going to be the Shield triple threat match. And I think they want everyone to believe it's going to happen. So Dean Ambrose is going to become very, 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 very close. Maybe even pull the briefcase down and the referee doesn't see it and have Kevin Owens kick him and then grab the briefcase.
That'd be fantastic.
Good swerve ending. Because they haven't done that yet in the ladder match in WWE in ages. I think they did it once in a singles ladder match way back in the day. But that would be a fun thing to see in Money in the Bank.
I'm okay with that.
A good swerve finish. And so I think we'll probably run Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins feud through SummerSlam maybe. And I think Dean Ambrose is going to kind of go by the wayside. He's going to keep, doing his shtick, maybe keep doing the Ambrose Asylum, but then eventually that's going to lead him into feuding with somebody else. I don't know who, but it could be anybody, because the brands are going to split, and who knows what show he's going to be on and who he's going to be on with. I think and it's just going to bide his time as probably Reigns and Rollins might swap the belt back and forth a few times. Or one of them will lose it to somebody else and the other one can pick it up down the line. And they're going to stay top contender guys throughout the entire year. And I think Dean Ambrose is going to win the Royal Rumble.
Oh. Okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So I'm saying I think that Dean Ambrose is going to win the Royal Rumble, challenge whichever one of those two is the champion, and then have the other guy come in and somehow stake claim that he needs to be in the match.
Maybe you even get say Rollins wins here, and maybe we get Reigns wins it back at the Rumble or something, and so Rollins says, no, it doesn't matter who won the Royal Rumble, I still have a rematch.
Yeah.
And so we get okay.
Somehow, I think it's going to be the WrestleMania main event.
I think it's going to be at SummerSlam.
Could be either one.
I don't think they're going to wait until next year for Money in the Bank to happen again.
What do you think they'll do it again? So you don't think they'll wait till next year to have Money in the Bank happen again?
No, I mean, for someone to cash in at going into the WrestleMania or going into WrestleMania or something, I think they're going to get rid of it this year. It's going to be done early on.
That's what I'm saying is Dean's not going to have it, so he's not going to be holding on forever and ever and ever. Owens is going to have it and cash it in early. It goes with my theory that Owens is going to win. He's going to win it. He's going to go on. He's going to cash it in. Probably around Survivor Series.
All right.
The end.
Predictions.
Ta-da!
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Be sure to comment your predictions down there.
Rock
let us
Lobster.
Let us know who you think is going to win at Money in the Bank. And, yeah, click all the links down in the description. Those will take you to all of our social medias. You get updates to videos. You get pictures on Instagram. You can check out the podcast if you don't want to watch the videos. This will not be a podcast video. Only our reviews are podcasts. So be sure to check those out. And if you're planning on watching the videos, you check out our playlist. Because all the videos are in the playlist. For this week at least. Not all of our videos ever. Those are in different playlists, which you can find on our channel if you subscribe.
Yeah.
That's all those videos from this week. All of our usual reviews. Got these predictions. Coming up next, we got the first ever Travis's Top 5 because Thomas ain't here to do his, so I'm doing it for him. And then we'll have indie news. And then we'll start next week with our Money in the Bank review video.
Speaking of Money in the Bank, just to make a quick side note about the upcoming Shine event that we've been over on Indie News last week. There's been a change to the card.
Oh, yes.
Because of Allison Kay winning the TNA Knockouts Championship. That now the main event of the Shine event coming up this weekend is now going to be a triple threat match with Madison Eagles defending the Shimmer Championship, TaylorMade defending the Shine Championship, and Allison Kay defending the TNA Knockouts Championship. Whoever gets pinned loses their championship to whoever pins them, obviously. And then their former challengers, who I believe are
Santana Garrett,
Mia Yim, who's the former Knockouts champion, Kelly Skater, who was supposed to challenge TaylorMade, and then Nicole Matthews is getting added in because Soraya has to drop out of the show due to family emergency reasons.
Yes.
Those four are going into a 4-women Money in the Bank style match, where the winner will have their title shot kind of opportunity happening.
Cool.
So they're doing what WWE should do and having a ladies Money in the Bank match.
And not a freaking tag team match that the title's not even on the line for.
Yeah. Shame, shame.
Shame, WWE.
WWE.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Yeah, it's gonna be us celebrating the Rusev one. Fuck Titus O'Neil.
That's our We the People. It's fuck Titus O'Neil.